Back in the crux of things, and it doesn't really let up from here. The X-Hunter stages are fun, and they're also an ugly little combination of everything that makes a no-dash run annoying. Outside of some cruelly placed enemies, the obvious highlight of this stage are the god-awful vertical climbs. Asking X to climb walls with finesse when he can't dash is like asking him to do anything when he can't dash, and 2 of the climbs have overhangs you need to work around. Since I love this stage so much, I wanted to put real work into speeding it up. That's not made easy by the fact that X's climbing is only functional without the dash. Trying to navigate overhangs while maintaining decent speed takes a lot of practice, but I didn't want to leave X waiting unceremoniously for a wall compactor to finish its job, so I made it a point to outrace the lot of them. By the way, guess how many times that Scorpion's fucking tail bomb ruined an attempt and weep for me? Now the other interesting part of this stage is the upcoming split path. It's possible to make it past the chains with some quirky jumping, but the bottom path is both more interesting and more difficult, so I take it despite having just finished a small monologue about speed. Run that by me again? Anyway, remembering that both my mind and this challenge aren't officially sanctioned things, we move on. There's probably a quicker way to navigate that fucking maze than I did, but hell if I found it. I was a little busy getting infuriated by the double overhang I routinely made an ass of myself getting by. It worked out for me this time though, as did the always close call on that final Scorpion, which I've no idea why I'm too stubborn to stop for. This entire attempt actually went disturbingly smoothly, to the point where I had some sort of horrific suspicion while entering the boss doors that Violin was going to start the fight being a douche and work his way up from there. And lo and fucking behold. This is probably karma for him acting like a hilarious idiot during my first fight, and I know bad luck is always a factor, but god damn is Violin an asshole this time around. Nearly right off the bat he switches to the worst configuration, moves his ass halfway across the room, and pretty much keeps things there. It might look like I'm doing fine with my happy dance routine near the top, but it's a lie. Anytime Violin unleashes the how the fuck do I predict this version of his ball and chain, I risk getting completely trapped. It bounces obtusely enough for you to predict it on its way up, but as soon as you leave your little haven, there's no reason it can't immediately start following you around like a lovesick puppy. There's basically no guarantees from this position. I have a close call pretty much every time he sends this stupid thing after me. Through a little wizardry, Violin balances my horrific luck with his own short-circuiting a little past the halfway point, and he starts abusing the predictable version of his attack. I use this to eke out a victory, but like I said before, this is one of those battles that only looks simple when it goes well. I can count about 10 instances here where I'm at the complete mercy of chance, and a few where the blasted thing shaves paint off of X's ass. This is essentially the worst of the X-Hunter stages because the boss fight alone is enough to negate any shit that crops up later. Not that they get piss easy or anything. I'll see you next time for more experiments and hasty reasoning.